So the first view that we're going to see together is the inspectors view. Here you have the database with all the inspectors that are currently registered into the TC2 database. Obviously, again, we're seeing the development environment, so that the one that we use when we develop new features. So it's normal that you don't have the full list, but just examples. So this view is pretty straightforward. You have a filter on the top where you can see the active inspectors, the inspectors to verify, meaning that inspectors that are not yet been verified by internal resources to have genuine data. And the last one is going to filter by expiring certification. So we're going to see in a second what this means. So the heart of this view is basically the most important feature is the filter. So here you have advanced filters that are going to be, they're going to enable you to filter by any kind of qualifications or skill that the inspector might have, so that you can give the client a very quick feedback on the inspectors that you have available, which comply with the query that your client is asking you to perform. So you can either search by name, and this is a very straightforward. So you type the name, a part of the name, the last name, or you can type by one of those qualifications. Here in the development environment, you see very simple ones, but if we go here in the production environment, you see all the qualifications that are available, which are a lot, and these may change. This is very straightforward, but the one of the features that I want to highlight is the potential to search by city and add the radius, so that whenever you are at the border, you can just increase the radius and you can just go above the country, so you can have more flexibility. All the rest is pretty straightforward. You can put all the qualification and mix and match all of them. So if we just play with it, we add Italy, and we just look for commodities, mechanical. We apply the filter, and you can see here you have these chips that basically represent the active filters, and now it's loading. You can see it from the spinning wheel there, and now you have all the inspectors from Italy that have the mechanical commodity, and then you can add and you can delete as much as you want. You can play with them, you can remove all and redo the query start to finish. The other aspects are the possibility to add a new inspector, which is very easy. You click on the plus and just you fill all the fields. First the general information, then the certifications, or whenever an inspector is already done, you just can click here in the details, and you see all the very visually the skills, the NDT, how this is a product experience. So all the main categories, you can edit them by clicking on this little pen icon. You can obviously you can enable them or disable them. You can specify if they have anything specific to add. So let's go back to the development environment so I can show you. So here we just remove coating, and you see coating is gone, and you can specify whatever you want. And you may remember that we were talking a minute before about this filter here, with expiring certificates, and this is what it means. Some skills or some of these properties have expiration dates, so you can put them, and whenever is close to the deadline, the inspector is going to be tagged as an inspector with an expiring certificate. That's the reason, right? So this is very evident by looking at this little question mark icons, exclamation mark icons. Then you have general data and docs, meaning any kind of document that you may add to this inspector. So for example, the contract, any kind of PDF or any kind of document, you just drag and drop here, or you click and the Windows Explorer inspector is going to open, or the Finder on the Mac if you are on that platform, and you can just upload whatever you need. The most important data to put right is the email, because you're going to be using this to send the email with the password to the inspector. And that can be achieved just by clicking here into send password. And it's going to generate automatically an encrypted password that you're going to be sending to the inspector. And you won't be able to retrieve it once it's sent. So you just have one chance to copy this password that is going to be sent. For whatever reason, you might want to check if the login is working, so you may want to try it once, but after it's sent, you won't be able to retrieve it. So if the inspector needs a new one, for example, it loses the password, you're going to have to click again to send password and generate another one. So we click here, and the credentials have been sent, and now the inspector can potentially log in to the mobile version that we're going to see in another video, which is the interface that is dedicated to the inspectors. And that's it for the inspector database. Again, summing up, filters, these advanced filters to give a quick feedback to the clients to find the right inspector for the job. And then you can add, by clicking here, a new inspector, or you can just edit the information by clicking on the details. Whenever you want to send the password to the inspector, you just click here on this button and you're going to be able to send an encrypted version of the password to the inspector, so for him to log in. Next, we're going to see the most complex view, which is the calendar, which is where you actually can manage all the inspections and assign inspections to jobs and to inspectors.